What's up everyone, I'm your host Edward, and on this channel I talk about stocks and crypto news. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see my videos every single week. And don't forget to hit that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, in today's video I really want to focus on Apple stock because there's a lot of news that I really want to get into regarding that company. So let's not waste any more time and let's just dive right in. So as usual, before I head into the juicy articles, I'm just going to go through an overview of the markets. And today the Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and the S&P are trading pretty much flat. And if we look at our heat map here, nothing too crazy going on, a little bit of red and green everywhere. However, in terms of the crypto market, it is up about 3.10%, and we can see that Ethereum is almost hitting their all-time highs, and Bitcoin right now is almost hitting $51,000, which is a key level that I really want to get into really quickly. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been looking at the Fibonacci levels and I've been drawing it out, and I've been saying that we will be trading at about $46,000 to about $51,000 for a while, and it has been happening. And if I zoom in here, right, we're trying to break above $51,000 today, and we simply just touched it but just traced back a little bit. But don't be surprised if we do kind of break out but also come back down a little bit. That can happen. And the thing is, if we can't break above this level at $51,000, then we're most likely going to come back down to test $46,000. So hopefully, right, as a Bitcoin bull, I hope that we can kind of break through it, test this level again, and then start trading at the next Fibonacci levels at about $57,000 to $51,000. Now, the main news that I want to get into is that Apple is reportedly in talks with Toyota about the Apple car that's going to be produced starting 2024. Now, remember, this is just a rumor and nothing is confirmed, but I believe last year or several months ago, Apple did want to get into the electric car space. I think they were talking to Kia, but that was also a rumor but not confirmed. But right now, Apple is rumored to prepare and lay the supplier groundwork to mass produce a branded car by 2024. And if we look at this paragraph, it seems like Apple has been working on a car related project since 2014, but it seems like right now they're going full force at it, and they're going to be building a car for the consumers because they realize that the electric vehicle space is such a huge TAM. And we obviously saw what happened with Tesla, and I'm surprised that, you know, Apple didn't buy out Tesla because they were very close to actually buying out the company, said Elon Musk. But I guess it fell through because Tesla wanted to be in control of the design of their vehicles. But knowing Apple, right, they're very keen on design, and when John Ive was working for that company, obviously he demanded that as a priority, which is why Apple didn't really buy out Tesla, because that was one of the requirements. And I think Apple kind of messed up there, which is why they're kind of backtracing and going full force into building a consumer vehicle. And over here, Apple is developing a new battery design that has the potential to radically reduce the cost of batteries and increase the vehicle's range. I hope this is true, right? Because Apple's, iPhone batteries aren't that great, and they have a really bad reputation when it comes to batteries. So hopefully, right, this radical change will, come true. But all in all, I think a lot of big tech companies are heading into the electric vehicle space, especially autonomy, like Google and Apple. And obviously Tesla is first, right, at the moment in terms of EVs. But Apple, as a $2.5 trillion company, has a huge cash position that can pretty much just burn it and try to create a better revenue stream. Because right now, Apple's revenues are stagnant and they're not really a growth company anymore like they used to be. And the only way to get back on that growth phase is to find new revenue streams, and this could be one of them. But now heading into Apple news, Spotify, Netflix, and Match Group are all up at the moment because Apple is relaxing on their App Store rules. And just for context, right, whenever an iPhone user downloads something from the App Store and makes a payment within that app, Apple actually takes a cut of it, which eats into other companies' revenues. And Daniel Ek, who is the founder and CEO of Spotify, has come out and gave harsh criticism to Apple because of that, because it's very monopolistic of them to do that. But now, because of all the antitrust laws with Apple, they are kind of relaxing this and letting developers and apps to advertise other sorts of payments so they can bypass Apple's 15 to 30% cut off gross sales. Because for example, right, in the past, if you downloaded Spotify and you signed up for a subscription, Spotify wasn't able to redirect you to another website to purchase a subscription, because if Spotify didn't redirect the customer, then Apple will take a cut off Spotify sales. And this isn't just Spotify, right? Netflix also has this issue because they are a subscription-based service. And to be honest, I'm really glad that Apple is relaxing this rule, because competition is always healthy, right? So that's that. Next up, Apple is reportedly having plans to put a blood pressure measure in a smartwatch. Now, if this is actually true, this is gonna be a really revolutionary product, which is kind of already is. But you know, Apple is really great at adding really key features into their products. I remember there was like an interview with Tim Cook. He wanted people to recognize that Apple is a healthcare company. But we can definitely see that right now, especially with the watch product. And there has been many news where people's life got saved because of the Apple Watch. And based on that, they have enough data where they know that you're in serious condition, and they'll actually call an ambulance where you're at that moment, which is pretty cool. And I'm thinking of actually upgrading my watch just because of this. And to me, I would personally wear an Apple Watch instead of a Rolly, and that's my take, right? But I mean, this is gonna save a lot of people's lives, and that is a huge TAM. But one problem I see with the Apple Watch is that it's not compatible with Android, and that's actually a lot of customers that they're missing out on. And that's one thing I don't like about Apple's ecosystem, because it's like a garden with walls all around it. But yeah, in the future, it seems like they also want to detect diabetes with it and sense low blood oxygen levels. Next up, in another Apple news, they are announcing the first states that will let you keep a digital version of your driver's license on your iPhone. Now, we already saw what they did a couple years ago with Apple Pay, but now they're bringing in licenses into their Apple Wallet, and seems like these are the 8 states that will be among the first to offer the feature, because I'm just wondering how they're gonna make money off this, unless they're keeping your data, which I pretty much think they will, because data is the new oil. So I mean, you know, be aware if you do use the Apple Wallet. But because this is a third party, there are still risks because it's not 100% safe. But I wonder when they'll actually put passports on the Apple Wallet, because I think that's gonna be the next thing that they're gonna aim for. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna make money on this, but they're gonna collect a lot of data. So be aware if you are sensitive on other people obtaining your data. So that's that. Last on the Apple news, it seems like they're gonna be delaying the plan to scan iPhones for child exploitation images. And I guess they got a lot of backlash on this because they're all about privacy and they always make ads about it. And during their keynotes, right, they always mention about privacy. But based on the plan, right, like I get it, like it's good for the world, but then it's kind of going back at their own words about privacy. So I guess there is a lot of mixed opinions about this. I'm also on the fence about this one, because yes, I do want these people to, you know, get punished, but at the same time, you can't really talk about privacy and go all in on it, but also go back on your words on it. So no, that's that. Not gonna dive too deep into it. And last on the news, right? Not Apple related, but it seems like a lot of IPOs will be coming this fall. If we scroll down to the article, right, we can see some of the list here. I'm just gonna go through a quick opinion on each company. Some of them I'm not very familiar with, so I'll let you know. So Warby Parker is a prescription eyeglass retailer, and it's going to be directly listed into the stock exchange. To be honest, not 100% a fan of this company, simply because it's not software based, and I am looking more on software companies, and they are focused on goods like their eyeglasses. But I do know that the margins on their eyeglasses are spectacular, because something like this only costs like a couple cents to create, but if they're selling it for $100 each, then that's a huge margin on their end. So it really depends on the marketing and how they approach themselves, and that's a lot of money as well, right? So that's that. Fresh Market, not super familiar with it, so I'm not gonna give my opinion on it. Authentic Brands, which is the brand licensor of Nautica and Eddie Bauer. So it seems like this is a retail company that focuses on clothing. Not a huge fan about that either. Allbirds, a company that focuses on sustainable footwear. This one, not a fan as well, unfortunately. Like in general, I don't really like retail companies that focuses on clothing, because trends are very up and down, and let's say one day no one wears Allbirds anymore because it's not in fashion, then you can expect their revenues to go down. and we can't really predict fashion trends that easily. But I do understand that it's sustainable and there is a market for that. But like I said, I'm more towards software. Now we get into the interesting companies like Instacart, which is a grocery delivery app. During the pandemic, right, they made a lot of money because people didn't want to go out and having a risk to attract the virus. And in my quick opinion about this, I do like it, but I'm gonna have to dive deeper into it. Chobani, I'm not too familiar with it, but it seems like they focus on Greek yogurt. Sweet Green, not too familiar with it, not gonna give my opinion. Flipkart is a good one because they are India's largest online retailer, which is a Walmart spinout. And India, right, is the second country with the largest population. But being a dominant leader in India is a huge TAM. You can think of it like the Alibaba of China or the Amazon of the US. Impossible Foods is okay, right? It's a big competitor to Beyond Meat. Problem is that they really have to decrease the cost for mass adoption, because who would want to buy fake meat at a higher price than real meat at a cheaper price? That wraps up for this video. If you're interested in buying crypto, please head into my referral links in the description box down below, and we can both get a small cash bonus once you sign up and make some trades. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see my videos every single week. That's pretty much it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.